Hi, I am Kendall Rawls, Director of Development with the Rawls Group Business Succession Planners, and I'm here to welcome you to How to Future-Proof Your Business Conversation Series. The competitive landscape for automotive retail requires dealers to think even more about competition and growth. Some think they need to get bigger or get out. However, the bigger question is, what will it take to corner your market and fulfill your strategic vision? In this episode, Pete Theil with Haig Partners and the Rawls Group Succession Planner, Champ Rawls, discuss strategies for dealers to consider as they future-proof their business.
We don't think there's a magic number. Certainly, if you have a Porsche store today, anywhere across the country, or if you have a Toyota store in a single point market, you're going to be successful for a long, long time. But I think in more competitive environments, more competitive markets, we think 10 locations with different brands may be a good number to strive for. That will enable you to have enough critical mass to be a one-stop shop for your consumers as far as being a transportation provider. The 10 most common brands cover about 75% of the sales. Also, with 10 locations, you should be able to sell about 15 to 20,000 new and used vehicles a year. So that gives you a pretty good scale versus the national competitors. The other big thing 10 stores would allow you to do is it'll allow you to afford to hire some additional specialists. For example, this may be new and used sales trainers. You could hire an F&I trainer. You could hire a fixed ops director, who would oversee all the parts and service departments in each of your stores. You could also hire a marketing person to handle all the marketing across the group. And then, of course, you could hire a chief financial officer to handle all the financial and accounting aspects of the business. By hiring these specialists, you will certainly be able to outperform your local dealer competition with one or two stores, and it will enable you to compete with the big players across the country.
I would just add to that as well that I think the number is so relative to the market and the location. And I think that when you look at what is the ideal, there's two ways that I go about looking at this. How many locations do I have, or how much volume do I do? And I think you touched on both points there. It's how do you end up cornering your market? Now in Houston, that's tough. That market is huge. In small town America, that's easy because you can go in there and figure out, I do it the best way I can. And so why would you stop at certain number? And so I think the realization of, first of all, when I think of what's the ideal size, I first of all go to, creating the strategic plan of where are we going? What are we doing? What's the buy box? What is the size of the store, the location of the store, and then the brand of the store? And what am I not going to waste my time with things that just come at me that are, that is just right field, don't care. And so if I stay to my strategic plan buy box, whether it's 8 or sorry about that, getting a football. Whether it's 8 or 20, it all falls in line again with exactly where you are trying to go. So I think it starts with strategically thinking about the, buy box, about where it is, and then that takes care of itself. And then all the competitive measures that you said against dealing with the big players in this thing, there's a plan for it.
Future-proofing your business allows you to create more control over the future you envision. By proactively addressing possible, probable, and potential issues, you create many options at your fingertips. Do you have a question you want to discuss with an expert? Feel free to reach out directly to Pete or Champ at the email addresses listed on the screen. This is only one out of our 10-episode series focused on future-proofing your business. Continue listening to the series now or come back for more. Each topic featured may want you to learn something new. Future-proofing your business is a part of the Rawls Group's Advancing Your Business, People, and Legacy Conversation series.